Hi, my name's Brian, and I'm a grateful recovering addict. I always start off saying I'm grateful, a grateful recovering addict, because a grateful recovering addict is less likely to relapse. So it's always good to have gratitude. I've been clean for over 30 years, and it wasn't always easy. I was cross addicted. I was addicted to just about anything you can think of. But when I made the determination to get clean, I knew I had to change my life, and by doing so, I started off by going to meetings, getting the sponsor, working the steps. I'm putting together this video series because of the coronavirus. It's hard to have access to group meetings. I know there's Zoom and there's a lot of videos out there. So hopefully this will help you. I currently work as a substance abuse counselor, a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, and a sound therapist. I teach what's called sound therapy yoga, but it wasn't always easy for me. I used to consider myself a worthless, shitty person, an addict. And I had very low self-esteem, and it took me a long time to work out of that. And I'm here to help, hopefully guide somebody out there out of the realms of addiction, because you can have a whole life free from addiction. Like I said, I've been clean for 30 years, and I don't have a lot of material things, but I have myself, and I don't have that addiction to that substance anymore. But the first thing you have to do, like I say, gratitude is very important. You want to wake up every morning and find things you're grateful for. In early addiction, it's not easy. I know I was very angry, mad at the world, I used to blame God for everything that was wrong in my life, but I didn't want to take responsibility for my actions. But it wasn't until I started applying the steps into my life that I was able to make the change necessary and take responsibility for my actions. So the first thing you have to do is admit you're powerless over your addiction, whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, sex, whatever, and then admit you're powerless over it, and your life will become unmanageable. And I didn't think I had a problem for many years. I used to compare myself all the time, but we're all different. We can't compare ourselves. And everybody has their own bottom, and when I bottomed out, I felt spiritually broken, physically broken, mentally broken. I was a mess. And that's when I went to the meetings, and I discovered the steps. And step one's one of the most powerful, because I've seen people with 15, 20, 25 years relapse because they start thinking they have power over that substance, whatever their addiction is, and it doesn't work that way. And I know my life will become unmanageable again if I ever pick up that first drink. It will lead me right back to the path of self-destruction, and I'll be doing all the drugs I was doing, and I don't want that. It took me a long time to get here, and I refuse that. And then your first year in recovery, you want to focus on the first 3 steps. Admitting you're powerless, and then finding a power greater than yourself, your higher power, whatever that may be. And it doesn't necessarily have to be God from the Bible. I had a sponsor that was an atheist, and I asked him, what's your higher power? His higher power were group meetings, Anything that's greater than yourself, that's your higher power. And then you have to surrender to your higher power. Give up, turn your will and your life over to your higher power. I know I tried to do it on my own. It didn't work. So I turned my will and my life over to my higher power. So if you're new in recovery, you want to work on those 3 steps, and just keep it simple. We overcomplicate things. It's like a mad rush. I get some clients that sometimes come in, and they want to get into working step 4, but no, take your time. There's no rush, and keep it simple. Some of the components I use that I'll be discussing in my videos will be healthier lifestyle change, which is very important. getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that challenge you, doing things that scare you. That's the only way you can get ahead. And one of the big components I use that I don't know, when I was in early recovery, I got into martial arts, taekwondo for several years, and I was introduced to meditation. And about 11 years ago, I got into yoga, and that's how I eventually became a yoga teacher. And there's a lot of meditation techniques. And meditation is a very useful tool. I guide my clients through meditation where I'm a substance abuse counselor, and it helps them a lot. A lot of them have never done meditation before. They shut down to the option of doing meditation, but they discover that there's more to it than just sitting there in silence. You can begin by focusing on the breath and things like that. So that's basically what I'll be doing in this series, and I hope it helps you. Again, work the first 3 steps, have gratitude, and be prepared for change. And we'll end with a little bit of breathing, just to get into the meditation mode. So just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, deep into your diaphragm, your belly. Feel your belly expand, hold it, and exhale. Another deep breath, exhale. One more deep breath, exhale, and you can keep your eyes closed and just relax. I'm going to play a little bit of flute and just free your mind. Any thoughts you have, let them pass by like floating clouds. Be present. Forget yesterday, forget tomorrow. So just breathe. I always end my meditation with something from yoga. It's called Namaste. That means the spirit in me honors the spirit in you. So you bring your hands together in prayer in front of your heart. Namaste. And I hope this helps. And like I say, if you're interested, I'll be putting out more videos to help you with your recovery. Have a great day. Stay positive, stay grateful. Thank you.